Hey everybody, today is Tuesday, November 27th. Hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving and we're going to jump into the numbers. So I want to talk a little bit about national compared to what's going on with us because there is some differences. So nationally, home values went up anywhere from 1% to 3% nationwide. Okay, depending on West Coast, Midwest, Southeast, so forth and so on. Here locally, we did not see prices going up. Now remember, it's micro local. So let's talk about Oregon. Oregon was down almost 1%. Portland Metro. And again, certain areas significantly more. Pearl District, South Waterfront, those areas, they are down significantly more than the average. The average was down about 3.5%. Clark County was up 1.1. Salem was down almost not 1%, but about 0.5%. Bend, the same thing. Medford was down about 1.5. Eugene was up about 1%. Okay. But overall, Oregon was down. Clark County was up. Some other differences is we have been seeing more homes listed nationwide than last year. That is not the case with the Portland metro area. As you can see, we're down on new listings hitting the market. Just remember, there's a difference. There's new listings and there are current homes on the market. Okay, so we're, as you can see in the little attachment that we sent out, our new listings that where it says active listings are still down. It's changing a little bit from year over year, but it's still down, and that is different than what's happening nationally. I wanted to show off market in 2 weeks because that tells me how quick is this market going. And we're about the same as last year at this time. Remember what happened last year at this time? Okay, in 2022, interest rates were now in the upward trend. Okay. Off market in Clark County, though, is up about 4.2%. So that's a little bit different than comparing to last year. Another thing that we need to look at is inventory levels. Okay, inventory levels are at the highest that they've been in a long time. We're looking at 12.9 months in the Portland, so going on up to 4 months of inventory. That is a trend that is a lot different. Now, I was just looking at San Antonio and Austin, Texas, and their inventory levels are like 6, 7, 8 months. So that is where you're going to see price corrections. When you see inventory setting on the market longer, that's one thing that you have to look at. In the next 2 weeks, I'll put my predictions, my yearly predictions. Okay. And I was wrong last year. I thought interest rates were coming down. And so they have stayed. Now, one thing that we've noticed, it's not necessarily the interest rate that kills the market. It's the volatility. Okay. Because if someone can afford a 7.5% mortgage, okay, as long as it's been there for a while, the data shows that they move forward if they want to buy a house or if they want to sell and buy a new house. Okay. It's the volatility. When we see rapid spikes, up, the market goes. If we see rapid spikes down, then it's not as drastic, but then people get off the fence. But overall, we didn't see too much of depreciation in home values. We had a home sale crash, not a value crash. My prediction, going against a little bit of Zillow and all those, I think we're going to be flat, maybe 1% growth, kind of like what a little bit better than last year, especially if interest rates get a little more stable. If we can get interest rates stable, then that's what we're going to look at. But wait, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to give you my 2024 predictions. And this is residential. Commercial is a whole different ball game. It's getting smashed on multifamily and office space, especially. Let's say storage is meaning like warehouse space, and that's doing really well. Medical's staying okay. It's definitely not booming at all. But overall, the residential market has stayed stable for home values. Until next time, this is Nick Shivers. I'm out.